So we had the big riser with the theme functioning like a sort of a confrontation. The second part, because the first one was also a riser here, but with like a 1/5 low brush consolidation, I think. So there's like a point made, or there's like a tension, and there's like a doubling down. So then the second part starts with the same kind of structure, but then with an afterwards later on an aberration with a theme arising, and leading up to a crescendo with like a point made with the whole full orchestra, and which leaves you sort of full and not sure what to expect next. And then there's just silence, and just the violin starts to play completely on a different tempo and a different scale. And that's the reason why is just because you need to have this dash-oriented effect. And then, so you don't know if you're a listener in the concert at the concert, you just don't know what the beat is. So then you're totally disoriented, and then this cloud of flutes come in, first high then lower, and just the string keeps on playing the same note, and then the flutes start to swirl around each other, and gives you this sort of sweet but still pretty much disoriented feel. And that's sort of like functioning like a symbol for this moment in the psyche, where there's this, first there's a real big confrontation with lots of tension twice, and the last one's very hard conclusion. And then you get this part with the disorientation. And then the listener comes back to the ground floor again and is confronted with the whole thing and feels like a little bit like defeated. Then there's the emotion of despair, and then there's a break. And then it's the final act, and there's the confrontation again. And the big theme comes back, very strong, and then it ends with the flute clouds again at the end. And that's saying that you sort of start back, you after all the confrontations, you still, it results still in the same starting position. So it's sort of like a fractal kind of thing, where the event plays out in total, but it's a loop also, a sort of, because that's how nature works. So it's sort of, the whole thing is actually, it feels like a process in nature, actually. That's how I see it, actually. And that's how I know how to write it. Otherwise I wouldn't. I mean, if you just start writing here right here, and just put this note here on a 5/4 beat, and just do this, it would take me 1,000 years to just make something, because I don't have any reason to put these notes there. So it's very important to have to know what you're saying, and that's how I see it.